Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest video single from Witherfall, Sounds of the Forgotten. The album came out last Friday, titled Sounds of the Forgotten, and this is the last video song that they've released from their record. All the other tracks had been released as singles. And I obviously heard the album already because I posted my review, but you haven't. And this is my favorite song on the record.
Ooh.
My hands, by the way, best album that Witherfall has ever released. We had heard some snippets when we were at Proc Power last year. We were there with Joseph Michael, and he had shown us some tidbits. But I gotta say,
we already said when we heard those that this is gonna be like,
if that was like a little bit of a synopsis of the record,
that was like a nice little like sample of what we were gonna get.
But I gotta reaffirm this. Best Witherfall album ever released by these guys. I don't know why they were holding back for so long something as good as this. This is my favorite song. When I was listening to the album, I got to this song and I listened to it 3 times, and then I continued down the line. Then I would start again the album, stop at this song, listen to it 3 times, and then continue down the line. I like just love like, this fucking song.
You hear a song that's so good, you gotta listen to it at least 3 times before moving on to something else.
That's exactly where I was at. Now, I think I hyped it enough.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what's hotter, this song or Jake's plunging V-neck. So, on that note,
I think this band, before we continue, I think this band owes me another sweater, by the way.
they're actually sending us some t-shirts.
Okay, but I say a sweater because
Why? You wear theirs all the time.
dude, I wear it all the time. I'm free promotion for this band almost
24/7.
Almost 90% of the month.
You were rocking Witherfall hoodie at Inferno.
At Inferno, I was rocking the Witherfall hoodie every day.
At the panel.
At the panel, I was wearing it.
Outside the panel, at the shows, you know, interviewing bands.
This just shows bands need to start sending me shit that's comfy because then I wear it all the time. Like, this shirt, I wear it all the time.
Hoodie, that's your go-to hoodie.
That's my go-to hoodie. I even wear that. I wear that to work, to change into my work, and then I wear it back. Like, I've had people ask me, oh, what is that? That's such a cool design on the back. Dude, I'm like PR for this band.
You're a walking billboard.
I'm a walking billboard for anyone who sends me cool shit. Dude, Balance Breach, they've gotten their money's worth from sending us merch because the designs and shit.
But I mentioned to Joseph Michael when we were doing the interview that you took yours. You take that hoodie really.
Dude,
he takes that hoodie everywhere.
That hoodie is so comfy because it's really big. Like, it's really big, and I love
nice and baggy.
I love my baggy shit. So it's really big, but it's also just not too, like, thick. So I can wear it on a day that's kind of hot, but kind of not.
If you guys go watch any of the pictures that we took at Inferno, any of the videos, he's wearing that hoodie at every fucking day. Because that's the only hoodie he took with him.
Well, I took that, and I took
a Lorna Shore.
Oh, yeah, I took my Lorna Shore.
Which I don't think you wore it.
But I did wear it. But the problem is, in Norway, it was cold, but it wasn't that cold. Because that Lorna Shore hoodie is really thick. So that's what I'm saying. It was cold, but not too cold, and that hoodie's perfect.
He wears it all the time. But anyways, he told me he's sending us some CDs of the new record and some T-shirts. So not as good as a hoodie, but hey.
Guys, come on.
Next release.
Not the next release. I need a hoodie, man.
He's not shy.
I'm not shy, man.
So, anyways,
and put the album cover from.
I'm sure the new ones have the album cover on the back.
Yeah, even if you want to give me an old one that has the album like Ode to Despair, like that one, man. Fuck, give me something, man.
All right. So anyway, there's some T-shirts coming. But what do you think about the song in the video? Because for me, like I said before, I heard the song is my favorite song.
Does this remind you of any other like?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, this means, I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, doesn't the song structure...
Depending on where you're going with this, I said yes because it reminds me of something. It reminds me of an era and bands that fall within that era.
Yes, but it also reminds me of my favorite song from a certain band.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Well, because you know my favorite song from Metallica is Unforgiven.
This reminds you of Unforgiven?
The chorus. But not because of the way it sounds. Not because of the way it sounds. It's because the way the song is kind of built where it's a very slow song. It starts off very slow. But with Unforgiven, it picks up a lot more than this song. But then it goes back into that slow, and that's what this song kind of does. It picks up a bit, but not too much. And then it comes back to where it was before.
Wow, I didn't see this one coming.
It gives me the same coming and going, that nice wavy feeling that I also get from that chorus. And that also song being from an era where I kind of tie this into, where it reminds me of like 90s-ish, like...
Nah, I have a different vibe. But anyways...
different vibe?
Yeah, I have a completely different vibe.
So that's what this one... The reason why I enjoy this song so much is because...
I was just going to ask you, by the way, did you like it?
Yes, I love it. But I love it because it's structurally made exactly like my favorite, well, not exactly like, but similarly to my favorite Metallica song. Funny, I feel like everyone else has their differences on their favorite Metallica song. For me, it's Unforgiven.
That's definitely not my favorite Metallica song.
I'm very big, like...
Sad but true, that's not my favorite song.
I don't know, that is my favorite song. Call it what it is. But,
Fade to Black is my favorite song, by the way.
Like structurally, they're not the same sound wise, but structurally they're somewhat similar, and I really enjoy that song, and this song I really enjoyed because it's very like that. I enjoy my faster songs. I enjoy all this stuff, but sometimes I want to sit down and I want to feel a song. I want to have the song envelop me like a satin
This song
sheet.
has a lot of feels.
Yeah, like a satin sheet and like in like a nicely lit room with some nice candles. Like I need sometimes I want to be smooth talked by a
Oh,
song.
and then a picture of Jake with his plunging V-neck.
He doesn't have to have a shirt on.
Yeah, then we'll find out more about his nipples.
Exactly. Like I want a picture of him. Like there's pictures of Fabio. I want him instead of
He
Fabio.
cut his hair, so now it's a little bit harder to go with the Fabio look.
I
He used to have longer, right? Like it's a little bit
like
shorter.
with
now.
no shirt on a horse, like kind of like
Like Putin?
yeah, no, like you know how like
Wow, what a
you know
weird,
how, like,
what a weird turn
you
of
know how like
events.
there's those books, those saucy books that like women like to read. And
Oh,
shit?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
but he's the main character in that one.
All right, perfect.
All right.
Maybe that's something for Witherfall to think about.
What?
Make those books, like
those books and him being the.
Hey, put him on the cover. I don't know.
But sometimes I like to be wined and dined. In this song,
They do like their wine too, so
yeah, man. This song, they wine, they dine me, man. Like, I love these type of songs because they really.
it's a power ballad.
It's a power ballad, but it makes me feel with the song, and then hearing his voice and hearing the melody of his voice, the melody of the
His
song.
range throughout the song is insane.
Yeah,
He's middle. He goes low. He comes a little bit high. It doesn't go all the way up.
But I'm talking about
Like,
in the chorus.
the chorus is like it's like goosebumps.
The chorus is goosebumps.
The chorus gives every time I listen to this song, I get goosebumps in that chorus. I get goosebumps in that. It's just so good.
That's why I tied it to Unforgiven because
That's a song that also gives the bumps.
Gives the bumps
feels.
during the during the chorus. It's very. I'm not. I'm only saying because to me they make me feel the same way.
Okay, so now can I say where it reminds me of?
Hold on.
Okay.
I only said the thing because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I only say that because to me they give me the same feeling of those goosebumps, but also structurally, to me at least, they follow a similar structure and the beauty of both melodies. Guitar wise, amazing. Drums are doing their part.
The drums have some cojones.
But just that chorus and like he's undressing me with his words at that point, like.
Wow. All right. So for me, this song, specifically this song, if you guys want to know what I think about the record, go watch the album review.
Yeah.
This song specifically, the moment I heard this song, the first thing that came to my mind was REO Speedwagon. It just gave me this 80s vibe. Bands like Boston, REO Speedwagon, that whole like arena rock, which kind of like has died out.
Yeah, no, I feel that too.
That whole arena rock, like even you can throw Bon Jovi. I'm not saying this song reminds me of Bon Jovi, but I'm saying bands like that. But he was Bon Jovi was part of that whole arena rock. Bands like Europe and what?
I was gonna say he was part of that arena rock before he started giving people the walls and the code breaker and stuff like that.
Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
I said Bon Jovi.
Yeah, Bon Jovi.
What the fuck does that have to do? Okay. Got it. All right. So anyways,
off topic, sorry. I was at Toys R Us. Don't ask me. I was at Toys R Us just walking around the mall, and I come across an AEW figure of Chris Jericho, but it's like a flashback of him when he was in WCW, and he kind of looked like Bon Jovi.
All right, good to know. So anyhow, the point being is that when I was listening to this song, I think for you go with the Metallica more because the Metallica perhaps resonates to you the same way the bands that I just mentioned. And the arena rock that I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Because those bands, Poison, Boston, REO Speedwagon, those are bands that were really the first kind of like rock bands, not kind of like, they were the first rock bands that I listened to, then eventually Scorpions and like Europe and all of those bands, AC/DC, and then I moved on to heavier stuff. But specifically this track, it has this REO Speedwagon / Boston feel to it, that old school rock and roll, that arena rock and roll, that power ballads that nobody makes anymore.
No one makes a good power ballad
Nobody makes
anymore,
good
man.
power ballads anymore, and this song kind of reminds me of that. Like I remember listening to songs from those bands, and you get all the feels, like the lyrics, the vocal tone, the sound, the tuning on their guitars,
It's
everything
all
had
in
like
a
this
depressive.
warmth
It's
to
all
it.
in a depressive way.
Foreigner, another one, like Foreigner. Like this song reminded me like of that. Like, think about Foreigner live in a big arena. This song has all of
The
those kind of condiments.
the melody being in this very emotional. I say depressive because it's emotional sound. All this stuff like
I think those bands did it amazingly at that
those
time.
bands did do it amazing.
They
so,
said
so I agree with you I agree with you fully on that take there. And I'm sad that a lot of bands don't do it anymore. Like I think this is one of the newest ones I've heard in the past couple of years now.
No, this is a throwback
This is a throwback that sounds
to the way bands used to do power ballads.
yeah.
And this is a throwback in terms of taking the idea of how those bands sounded then, but then incorporating that into their sound and with their own tools, and then presenting in a different way. It's not a rip off, it's not a copy, but it's a song that for people like me that grew up listening to those bands, it hits home.
It's a perfect it's like when a famous person does what is it called? A mural. It's like a perfect mural of old power ballads. That's what this song is.
Great guitar playing, powerful drums but not overpowering. The keyboards are creating this like nice little thin layer of melody, not overpowering either.
Not overpowering. Yeah.
Incredible, which was really common at that time period.
That is what kind of that is. I feel like the keyboards is what makes me agree with you on the 80s and those bands.
Yeah, because Unforgiven definitely doesn't have
Unforgiven, but it's the melody of the guitar in the chorus and his voice melody in the chorus, which reminds me of how I feel during
more from an emotional standpoint.
Yes.
So I just, when I was listening to the song, I was like, shit, man. Foreigner, like I said, REO Speedwagon, Boston, all of these bands had these really cool power ballads that people gravitated towards, and this song to me just kind of like brought me back in time, if you will.
Yeah.
The sound is phenomenal, and his vocal performance is just like on point. Like he's the puppet master with his voice, just completely pulling the strings. When that chorus hits, I could listen to that chorus on repeat.
Yeah.
Like when that chorus hits, you just the goosebumps, man. It's just a really good song.
When that chorus hits, it's like I've been sitting all my life, and that chorus hits, and it's like I can finally lie down. It's one of those, it's one of those things where everything else is there just to make me feel comfortable, and like it's like when sitting on the bed. Okay, I feel kind of comfortable. Then the chorus hits. I'm able to lie down, stretch my body, and just be one with the song. That's the feeling I get. The song is that's why I said with the Unforgiven, I love that song, and I love this song so much because of the way it makes me feel, and how relaxing in a way it is. That's why you say you don't get any of these anymore, and
very rarely. It's really a lost art.
It's a lost art
really
form.
is. It really is.
And
a lot of bands make ballads, but
they don't make power ballads.
They don't make power ballads like
and
this.
You know what? If there's any band to bring them back, it's these guys.
Yeah, these guys have that old. It was almost like they were all born in the wrong decade.
Yeah, are you kidding me? If
we're all throwbacks.
If Witherfall was
around in the late 80s?
Around in the late 80s, early 90s, these guys would be massive. Like, I'm talking...
Scorpion's massive.
Like, not having a booth at Power... at Prague Power.
No, they would be too big to even headline Prague Power.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were definitely born in the wrong decade. Or decades. Because they have that old school aroma to them. It just feels like... they're musicians.
They're musicians.
That's all you gotta say.
And I feel like God wasted them in our generation. He should have spawned them in earlier.
Their music is the sounds of the forgotten.
Yeah. Holy shit.
This
whole song is the sounds of the forgotten.
Which is them.
Yeah,
I agree. All right. On that note, I'm still wondering why Blind Guardian didn't take these guys on their tour.
Oh my god, yeah, guys.
Not hating on Night Demon at all. Like, I really enjoy them, but these guys
would have, the crowd would have
been perfect.
Yeah, it would have been perfect, man. And if anything, it would have helped this band like
I feel like there was
reach the
some-
heights that they deserve.
I feel like there was some sour grapes there. But anyhow, on that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. We will be back tomorrow with more videos.
See ya.